Howdy, cowboys. Now let's dive into the story itself. While reading the content of this book, I'll take you on a journey through the stunning landscapes of the Red Dead Redemption 2 world. And for those of you paying close attention, there will be a little bonus hidden somewhere between the clips. So stay sharp, cowboy. In my previous short video, I shared where to find this rare book, Otis Miller and the Arabian Prince. But for those of you who missed it, I'll briefly show you the location again without diving into too many details. If you want the full guide, the video is titled, Where to Find Edwin A. Rowe and Captain Jack Page card, plus the tragic story behind them in RDR. Get comfortable and let's explore the adventures of Otis Miller and the Arabian Prince together. Otis Miller and the Arabian Prince. Number 23 in a series of original tales of Otis Miller's adventures. The tent flaps blowing in the dusty desert breeze. Otis fought at the ropes that had his hands tied behind his back and made a face. He began rocking back and forth in his chair, finally falling backwards with a thud and a groan. "What do you aim to do?" Otis peered over at Raoul's boots. "I aim to get free of these ropes." "I have something that can assist you, Otis Miller." "Oh, is that so, Raoul? You're the sorriest guide I've ever laid eyes on." "Assist? Like how you assisted us in getting caught in the first place. I traveled thousands of miles to chase down the finest horse in the world, and you ran us right over that ridge into a caravan of hostile Arabian horsemen. I don't know if I cotton to your idea of assistance. I have a knife in my boot. The Sultan's men missed it when they searched me." "That's the best news I've heard all day, Raoul. Did you plan on keeping such news to yourself?" "I'm telling you now." Otis spat in the dirt. He hobbled over inch by inch in the dust with the chair tied to him until he could shimmy backwards and onto his side and stretch his fingers into the top of Raoul's boot and secure the knife. He turned it upwards and slowly began to saw at the ropes. Once free, Otis grabbed a gourd floating in a pot of water and drank. "What now, Otis Miller?" "I plan to hop on one of them camels and ride that thing back in the direction I came. Then I plan to get on that boat and steam back to America, where it rains once in a while and the food don't taste so dang foul." The kid looked at him and smiled. Otis Miller does not give up. He drew up a gourd full of water and poured it over his head and put his hat back on. He peered through the dusty light. "This place is hotter than Escalera in July, and from the looks of things, it's planning to dust storm. Get what you can carry and let's hightail it on out of here." They emerged from behind the tent flaps into the scorching desert sun. Otis hunkered down and moved slowly towards a camel hobbled nearby. "Otis!" A shout came from behind him. He wheeled around to see Raoul's face screwed up in horror, peering down at the curved sword emerging from his chest. Otis had his pistol out in a flash and shot the Arab murderer between the eyes. The man fell backwards, pulling his sword with him as Raoul fell to his knees and clutched his chest. Suddenly, two other sword-wielding, masked men pounced on Otis. He rolled around in the sand, fighting for his life, avoiding blades more by luck than judgment as they tried to kill him. Slowly, they overpowered him. The hot breath of the Arabs scorched his face as a knife was placed to his throat. "Now you die, Otis Miller." The blade cut into the flesh of his throat, and a bead of blood rolled down into his collar. But just as he was about to breathe no more, a shot rang out, and the sword-wielding maniac fell dead on top of Otis. He scrambled to get out from under the dead man and peered up at a man holding a smoking revolver in one hand and a sword pointed at Otis in the other. "I am Sultan Abdullah Rahman. You the law around here?" "I am not." "What caused you to dispatch that feller on top of me?" "Because you are no use to me dead, Otis Miller." Otis squinted in the burning sun and looked at the man in flowing robes. "It is true, my Arabian horses are the finest in the world. They are the hardest to break, but they are the fastest and fiercest in battle and will show you loyalty the rest of your life." The Arabian Prince helped Otis up. "I will send you back to America with one of my finest steeds, Otis Miller." "How did you come by such a notion?" "I came to steal one of your horses." "Oh, I know, Otis Miller. I have read of you, the most ferocious gunslinger in the world, and you are going to help me kill my brother. He stole my fortune and my wives. Come, let's feast."